this video, I wanna talk about how um, destructive the alcohol is, and I will share some topics about uh, the signs that you can uh, spot and see if you have some problems with alcohol. So the first one is the people that have alcohol disorder has uh, they tend to consume more alcohol than they intended to use. So basically, they use more uh, the a big amount of alcohol than they used to be. So it's like basically they tend to increase the amount. So the second one is they are unable to cut down, to stop consuming alcohol. And the third point is uh, they with time they tend to take up the consumption. And the fourth is the craving. So they get anxious, and they they have the necessity to use more and more, and they just they just can't stop. So the 5 point is the interference with responsibility. So it's like they prioritize the consumption of the alcohol instead of accomplishing the responsibilities that they have. The 6 point is using alcohol uh, and causing interpersonal problems. So it's problem with family, with friends, and the social um, environment that they have problems with relate with alcohol. So they impair this relationship with people in general. 7 point is they put the the normal activities. They just give up and put the alcohol consumption as a in a more important position than activities that they supposed to keep doing instead of uh, taking alcohol. The point 8 is using they tend to put themselves in dangerous situations. So that's a sign that the alcohol is not just social use or moderate, because it's interference with the normal actions and awareness of things. And the 9 point is the problems tend to get worse with time. And 10 is the tolerance. So it's like every substance. With time, we tend to be more tolerant, and that means that you need to have a more amount of the same substance to keep your the same effects. So it's tolerance uh, effect that these people develop with time. So the last point is the problem with withdrawing the alcohol consumption. So these people will have a lot of problems with tremors, even seizures, many symptoms, anxiety, nerve. They get more stressed with the withdrawal. So it's necessary to have a support, some therapies combined with medications to decrease these anxieties, these problems related with withdrawal. So when it comes to the body, we have problems in the heart. So you can see a lot of reasons to not take. So the example here is with the heart. You have dilated cardiomyopathy. That means that your heart basically increase in size. Arrhythmias, stroke. In the liver, you have steatosis, steatohepatitis, fibrosis, and finally cirrhosis. In the pancreas, you have pancreatitis. That means that you have inflammation, acute pancreatitis. And it also can be uh, more serious, and in some cases, it can end up with death. So the another problem is cancer. So you can have cancer of mouth, esophagus, throat, liver, and breast cancer as well. And deficiency with nutrition, because these people get you don't have nutrients in the alcohol, so they spend a lot of time using alcohol, and they don't eat properly. And the problem more common is with thiamine, and these people need to supply with thiamine to avoid some problems like Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome that is related with deficiency of thiamine. So it can generate problems with vision, ataxia, that is in coordination in the movements, and problems with the memory, and so on. It's a lot of problems with uh, the alcohol consumption. And some statistics here that is more than enough to avoid even social use. Is like you have from the World Health Institute that one death happens every 10 seconds, and every year you have 33 million people dying second due to problems related with alcohol consumption. This is from the World Health Organization, this date, this statistic. So it's many problems with social problems also relate with your health, your relationship with people. So it's even in many cases responsible for trigger, use it as a trigger to people that have problem with drugs. So they use alcohol and then start to use drugs. So it's another thing that it's a big problem related with alcohol. So basically, is that some informations about why the alcohol consumption, even a short amount, a little small amount of alcohol is not a good habit that you can keep with you, because there's many problems related with alcohol. So I'll put in the description our link with our service, our mentoring program with my mother, and we combine with the medicine, the nutrition, and all integrative support to keep people more stable, avoiding uh, relapses, and working with mindset and all these resources combined, not just with medication, but all together to keep increase the chances and keep the people the more stable as possible. So I'll keep putting the link in the description. And so it's basically that the message for today. So until the next video.